have our resources of how our body touches the ground and the gravity, the downward energy of the earth holding us here. Let's give that some space to begin with. Rest your hands comfortably on your legs where they feel good. We all have different arms, different proportions, so find an easy place for your hands that your upper body registers that support of your arms. Let your eyes relax. Take a moment just noticing your energy. It's early in the day. We might feel quite energized. And so we want to bring a nice groundedness here to settle ourselves into the practice. Feel where you touch the earth. Linger in your exhalations. Let your breath deepen in general. As we begin to pay attention to it, let it be rich and full throughout the practice. And even after just a few deep breaths, we feel a calmness. 3 mindful breaths is a meditation. And then complete one more breath. And then coming to an upright spine. So just leaning back a little bit so you're straight up and down. Let your navel hug in towards your spine. If you want to practice our bandha awareness by placing one hand or both hands at your low belly, just let it be still and breathe steadily through your nose. So you'll feel the rib cage move all around, but the low belly is still beneath the breath. We're training it to be just an energetic tone. And then open up your eyes and let's circle around from our hips. So hips sway into the pelvis where the leg bones come in. Go off to your right side, head around to the front, over to the left, and a little bit to the back. Find your own little flow here. Just move around in a way that feels positive. Touching in with every position that you flow through. Just notice it all. My knees kind of come up and down off the floor as they go back, and that's all fine. Just let it go. And let your momentum change and go the other way. Try to relax and let a flowing movement just bring that simple joy of movement, releasing. Each time we come around to the front, we really press down into the ground. One more time, sweep yourself around and find stillness. Notice the swirling energy still. Relax your shoulders down, up your ears. Take your head over to your right side, so right ear towards the shoulder. Take a breath there. As deeply as it feels positive. Roll your head slowly towards the front. So we have Jalandhara Bandha here where we close the throat. Take a deep breath, shoulders down. So use your own body to release tension here, just the right amount. And then easing your left ear towards your shoulder. Drop down on the right side, take a deep breath, stretch it out. And then ease your head to center. And to go back, let's just think more of lifting the chin and trying to stretch the skin underneath. So you might feel a little tightness as you bring your lower jaw into your upper jaw. And then release your head back to neutral. Reach down to the earth as if you're going to take a handful of soil, draw up your center line and up to the sky, breathing in. Breathe out, come down your center line and bow. Just come into forward fold wherever it feels good. Rest into it and let your brain and heart have a little talk. Just acknowledge where you are. Be compassionate. And then set that intention, just letting go of tension, letting go of intensity, whatever it is today. Next time you breathe in, come up to your heart center for Om or humming exhale. Gently hug your elbows into your body as you finish. Let's lean back and release the legs for a moment and just hug the backs of your legs and straighten them out for boat pose variation. Sit up tall, point your toes, stretch the tops of your feet. Pull back on your toes, stretch the bottoms of your feet. And then bend both of your legs and bring both knees over to the left side. So the feet go to the right, knees to the left. We just intersect the legs and you might feel like you're gonna fall back, but we're gonna use our arms here. Bring both arms in support and come to a twist variation. Include your lower back in this twist. Just the right amount. Release tension with your breath. Fourth breath, inhale. Fifth breath. Just the right amount so it feels sweet for your body. Release. Back to center. Boat pose number 2. Hold the backs of your knees. Just legs parallel to the floor. Use the support to help you find a nice, uplifted, relaxed torso. Relax what you can. Rest your feet together. One more breath. And then bend your knees over to the other side of your mat towards the right. So my top ankle kind of comes across the middle of the bottom foot. Arrange your legs so it works for you. Take your arms back, lift out of your shoulders, and look back twist. Play with it for a moment just to find a place where you've got some interesting sensation. And then hold steady and breathe. Fourth breath. And exhale. Let's go ahead and just follow yourself up to standing. You can just walk out of this pose, make your way up, and arrive on your feet, creating Pradhana, where we connect our feet to the earth, lift in the soft centers of the feet, and stand in mountain pose. Arrive, release any gripping, and then close your eyes and try to firm the muscles of your legs. So lift your kneecaps a little bit. You can just ask your brain to help you connect with your body. Hands to the low belly, still there, take a breath. Just relax as much as you can. And then action and activation, sun salutations. Flowing from one thing to the next. So the first breath is in and we reach up, gaze up. Slowly stretch the breath to exhale and fold forward. Go carefully into these first ones, really check in for today. Half lifting, breathing in. Feel that tone in the low belly there. Nice. And exhale, go back. Fourth position, plank pose, 5 breaths. Find if your knees are down. Notice the soft centers of your hands lifting. And take that energy up the arms. Hug the navel to the spine. Take one more breath. And bring down your knees as you finish your exhale. Inhale to upward dog. So ease your belly forward. Lengthen out of the arms so there's that hand-arm connection. And let's tuck toes and go back to quarter dog, just warming up the body using this variation. Your arms very long, your hands spread, and your head goes down. Gently stretch the soles of your feet. For a moment, roll to the pinky side of your hands just to feel your shoulders externally rotating. And then below your elbows, put your thumbs back down so you can keep your shoulders external. Breathe out. Breathe in, rise up to cow spine, release your toes. Breathe out, round up into cat. Really try to focus on that arch of the hands, coming up the arms. Inhale, cow, flat spine, heart forward, nose gaze. Exhale, cat, lift your belly up towards the sky. Breathe in, release to cow. And last time, cat pose. And relax. Tiger pose. We hug the elbows towards each other. Just practice that for a moment, dipping down with the elbows, hugging. And then take your right leg back. Breathe in and breathe out, hugging your elbows and curl to the center. Do that twice more on this side. Lengthen back, breathe in, breathe out, curl, pull to the center. One more time. Stretch it out and curl it in. Other side, a moment to reset. Legs straight back, it doesn't have to be high, just a nice reach. Activate the leg, inhale, exhale, hug the elbows in, curl to center, twice more. Breath and movement together. Extension and flexion. Come down, tuck under the toes, downward dog, lift up. First one, do your little wiggles and refinements, and then hold steady. Yeah, it's helpful to find the uplift in the belly because that supports the pose. Relax what you can. And then send your breath where you feel tension. Was it in the backs of your legs? Across the back of your seat? Where is it? Breathe in. Find the tension, try to release. So we're doing really precise work with our bodies as far as how much we straighten the legs, all of the actions. Exhale. Bend your knees, look between your hands, and keep grounded today. So just step, don't hop forward, and then hang a forward fold. Rise and reach as you're ready. Release your arms down really slowly. Follow that exhale. Take a free breath in your mountain pose. So we've just come from being upside down. Our heads are right side up again. Gets easier with practice. Again, Surya Namaskar, warming up, breathing in. Just traditional A now. Second position, forward fold. Third position, extending the spine. Exhale, going back. Add a bend of your elbows again if you like. So just starting that chaturanga work. Inhale slowly to upward dog. Try a little tail tuck. Exhale, flip your feet, down dog or quarter dog with the knees down, 5 breaths. Waves of breath, equal. So we're trying to create samas, vritti, even waves, same waves, breath. At this part anyway. One more exhalation. Step forward, breathe in and extend your spine. Breathe out, release your spine forward. A little bend in the knees to press and stand. Gather your hands, reach up. And exhale, come down. Snuggle your arms in, rest into your heart center. Take a breath. So really a grounding palms pressed version, hug in. Weave your fingers, breathe in, activation. Forward fold, exhale. So increasing our inner light by breathing deeply and consciously going back. Bend the elbows a bit. Flow into the upward dog position. And you have plenty of time with each breath. Exhale to down dog or quarter dog, 5. So the center in the belly where we're uplifting is also the home of it's the energy center of the chakra on Manipura, called City of Jewels, translated. And it's our pranic center, our emotional center, and our sun. Its color is yellow, like a sunflower, golden yellow. You want to just try to imagine a golden yellow. Breathe out last time. Breathe in, come forward, half lift. Slowly breathe out, forward fold. Forehead towards your shins. Inhale to stand. Float up your arms. Breathe out, come down. Try that hugging the arms in, pressing the palms. So you're just really almost hugging your front body with your position here. Breathe. Receive the energy. Once more. So we're composed inside and out in mountain pose. Release your arms, open your eyes, triangle out to the right. Just flow right into your pose. So step out, turn your toes, angle your back foot, breathe in, reach your arms. Breathe out, over and down, trying to keep your low belly toned. Let the sides of your eyes go up towards your hand in the sky. You have a sense of being anchored in the belly center. One more breath out. Inhale slowly, stretch out the breath and change sides. Always taking another breath if you need to. Exhale when you're ready, over and down. So never force your breath. Always respect it. We do grow slowly. If you ever start breathing through your mouth, you may be overexerting yourself. So we're listening to the breath and also letting it teach us. Once more, breathe in, expand your ribs. Breathe out, ground into your belly center. And that helps you come up safely, top of the mat, release. Revolving triangle now, the right leg stepping back. Reach up your right arm, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Open up to the side anywhere in this arc, there it is, in the arc. Again, the eyes go sideways out of their sockets towards the sky. The eyes are strengthened by the practice. One more breath. And breathe out, release. Inhale, come up and change to the back of your mat for the second side. So just turn around, square. When you're ready, reach your left arm. Exhale, forward fold. Open with an inhale into your twist and breathe. Try to release gripping in your feet, trust your feet. That belly strength, Uddiyana Bandha, helps you train that awareness. One more breath. See if you can open a bit more. When you're ready to breathe out, release down. Inhale, come up. And turn so your feet are both facing the same side on your mat. We're coming to 45-degree angle side lunge. Coming up, bend your right knee towards your toes. Come up and bend your left knee towards your toes. So adjust the distance between your feet if you like, and just go from side to side in a way that feels positive. Careful tracking of your knee out towards your toes. If you want to add the opposite reach to the floor, just to bring the heat up a little bit. So it's like crossing things off your list. You come to one side, that's complete. Other side, complete. Letting your practice take care of you on lots of levels. One more each side. And come up to center. Swing out your heels to Prasarita. And try to get as wide out as you can. It's good for your legs and ankles. Feeling center, breathe in, long spine. Forward fold, reach for the floor with both hands. It's okay if you bend your knees. We have the elbows doing that hugging in motion, spreading hands. Head reaches towards the floor. If you can get your feet wide enough to actually touch the floor, or you can use a block, you could try that. You can ground through your head. This one activates Mula Bandha. You'll feel your pelvic floor coming gently in and up the center. Breathe out once more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, if you need your feet to be closer to come up, you can do that here. And then breathe in, rise up. Breathe out, release. Step to the top. Aligned, just resting your shoulders on top of your ribs. Feel your energy awakened by the practice. And focus for a moment on the soft soles of your feet lifting. Feel that foot energy from the earth all the way up the body. And then let's move into more of a regenerative Chandra Namaskar, the Moon Salutation. So we work from the side, on the side of the mat, and do standing side bend to begin. Start in mountain. And for this pose, it's important to ground your front ribs. So just feel that for a moment first. As you breathe out, feel the lower ribs come together and into the center. And take both of your arms up, shoulders down. Press your palms and side bend to the right. 5 breaths. So we just make it less fiery. The sun is opposite from the moon when the moon is full. So keep it soft and gentle. Breathe out once more. So kind of a non-striving attitude to the poses. Just take them lightly. Soft, relaxing. And breathe in, come to center. And release down your hands, breathe out. Step out to goddess pose. And bend your knees, come down the center line. Take your right elbow under your left, or just keep your hands together if you prefer. Eagle pose, low in the hips, but not the biggest version, just a nice light, easygoing version. Enjoy your breathing. Releasing, exhale. Coming up, stretching out over to triangle, back to triangle, but just take it more yin, just light, soft. Still anchored in the belly center. And come up and turn to face your left leg for Parsvottanasana. with the arms coming forward, so that's squared towards the front leg, coming down. Nice and easy. Breathe where you feel any tension once more. And then transition to Anjaneyasana. So we need to take down the hands and bring the back knee to the earth. Have a moment for that. Come on up, roll your shoulders down, and bring your knee towards your toes. Tuck your tail and lightly press into both feet. If you want to take upward reaching arms, you may. Four, once more. Release the upper body. And then angle in for that side lunge position again, the 45 degrees. And hold. It's okay if you rest on your leg instead. Breathe out. And then straighten out your leg. And let's explore Malasana or squatting pose here. It's supposed to come here in the middle, and I often leave it out. So coming down, bending your knees, widen your knees. Reach your arms through. It's okay if you need to sit down on the floor and do this. Soften. Breathe one more time, Malasana. And then carefully release so you can take your side lunge on the other side. So the moon cycle goes around in a circle. We circle over towards the right now. Side lunge, soften. And Anjaneyasana, finish breath. Back knee down. Time for transition. Guide your knee towards your toes. Plant both feet gently. Just press top and bottom. Ask yourself to do a little tail tuck. And then arms up or not. Last breath, soft. Breathe out, release your arms. Transition to Parsvottanasana, intense side stretching pose, forward fold, square to the right. Try to keep your shoulders drawn up into your body unless specifically asked not to. There are a few poses where we let them hang out. Breathe out once more. Breathe in, open out into triangle. Turn your hips to the side. Remember to soften it so it should feel different from the one we did earlier. Just a little lighter. Breathe in, come up. Goddess pose, then the knees come down the center, nice and upright. And the left elbow under the right ankle, second side. Soft. What softens when you ask your body to soften? Notice my hands do a lot. Let your brain do it too. Once more, breathe out. Breathe in, come up. Step feet hip distance. Anchor your front ribs and side bend. Left. Soft. Not your biggest one. Inhale, other side. All the standing poses really grounding. Feel your footprints. And finish your breath. Come to center and release. Just be with that quality. Awakening receptivity and reflection. Softer style. standing back bend. We can all do this lightly to our own comfort. So feet hip distance, mountain legs. You want a nice foundation. And with back bending, we want to lift up the whole rib cage, not just the front. Bring the pelvis forward. So, and then anchor into the front ribs when you come out. So we'll hold sacrum, both hands back there. Draw your elbows towards each other. Let your chest spread. So you don't have to change much, but if you'd like to first get really long, get as tall as you can, and then lift up your ribs, press your pelvis forward. Use your hands and go gently back. Let your head go gently back. Eyes go the opposite way though, down towards your nose. One more breath out, keep it soft. Lead with your heart and reverse. Repeat like that or add extension. So it's okay if it's scary. It takes practice to get over that. So keep your hands on your body and just do that light lift back. If you want to try extension, take your arms up and back. You don't have to take your head back. One more breath. Lead with your heart and release. Palms up, bend your knees. Uttanasana, slowly go into lunar forward fold. Bending the knees, your hands can rest on the earth, the backs of the hands. Let your head come down. Let your shoulders hang down. One more time. Breathing out. Inhale, make your way up. And pause. Half moon pose for the full moon day with support. So please use a block or something in your room that you can touch so that you can fully enjoy the standing half moon balance. And we'll add a fun variation to it as well. So you need to be, I'm going to use my wall and then I can use my bed on the other side. So your right leg is turned out from the hip. So it's like triangle pose, but we lift the back leg. Use your wall for support and lift up. Squeeze your glutes, activate your leg, but enjoy the support of your wall or chair or block. Soften what you can. Take one more breath. And then bend your top knee and catch your ankle or your foot. This is called sugar cane pose. I don't know why. Take one more breath. Just try to explore. And then breathe out, release. Other side. Turn your left foot out from the hip. Shift into that straight leg. Let your other hand act as a second leg so we get that support, so we can really fully come into the pose for whatever that is for us today. Good. Feel that strengthening in your glutes. And 5, bend your top knee, catch your ankle or foot, so we create that half bow shape, sugar cane pose. 1. Let your heart feel open in this one. Breathe once more. And exhale, let it go, let it be. And to finish at the top of our mats, we'll take a pranayama practice, a breath practice. Wide, easy legs. This is exhale retentions. Just do it to your own comfort a couple of times, and then rest and breathe normally when you're ready. So we need a really big inhale. And when you exhale, you lean forward, rest your hands on your thighs, and draw your belly up. And just try to leave the breath out of the body for a little bit. Soften your jaw, your heart. When you're ready to breathe in, just stand up and relax. So I wasn't doing that because I was talking. So I'll try to just do what you can today. See how it feels. Exhale, retention. Tell yourself it's okay to be empty and just try to float in that emptiness. Let your natural impulse of inhale come and release you. Once more, perhaps adding some of that, like something you're trying to let go of it here. Say it as you exhale. Think it. Let's be with that for a moment once it's complete. Say goodbye to standing. Inhale, sun, reach up, press up. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, spread your hands, take your right leg back. Nectar of the moon pose. So we have both hands on the inside of the front leg. Turn both sets of toes over to the left side. So your back foot is like a side plank and your front foot turns out. If you'd like, you can circle your top arm a few times. Just sweep it around from the shoulder. A little flowing. Give it a reach out. Breathe in once more. Breathe out. Carefully release. One breath, down dog. Second side. So first it's the high lunge. Both hands on the inside like lizard. It's good to look back at your back foot and come to that edge of your foot. Just try to turn it to the side and then turn your front foot. If you want to take an arm away and sweep forward, back, and down a few times. One more breath, reach, and carefully bring back your legs. Cross your ankles and pull back to child's pose. Rest your elbows. Just carefully sitting back so don't hurt yourself. Rise up, cross your ankles other way, and go back carefully. Relax and breathe. Once more. You're gonna come up and come to your forearms. Hop up onto the balls of your feet and settle your belly down on the earth. Release your legs and feet together, grounded. And then take the tops of your hands on the floor beside you for Shalabhasana locust pose. When you're ready to breathe in, lift up your head and chest, and then lift up your legs straight. So straight is more important than height. 5 breaths. Mula Bandha, try to tone the pelvic floor. A little tuck of the tail. Deep breath again. And relax, release. Turn your head to the right. Let your shoulders soften to the floor and heels roll out. Turn your head to the other side. Soft shoulders, soft feet. Come back to center. Press forward and down by your chest to come up. Stretch back one last time. And then come through to sit down. Taking the legs out straight in front for infinity pose. Cross your right ankle over your left. And coming over to the right side, use your arms like we do on our look back twist. So straight arms adjusted to where they support your body, coming over to your side. Your hips stay down. Lift out of your shoulders. Explore your side body. Last time. Release back to center. Change the legs. So the legs hold onto each other in this position. Hands open, roll to your side to any degree. Add the look back, lift out of the shoulders. So my backhand has to go pretty far away to accommodate the length of my arm. Make those adjustments. Feel your feet wrapping together. And take one more breath. Release back to center and cross. Paschimottanasana, and then reversing upside down. So from seated, tipping the pelvis forward. It might mean you sit on a blanket or you bend your knees. Catch your legs and feet and fold forward. Let yourself be calmed. Let your breath release tension in your body and your mind. Little side to side rock. Breathe in, lift up slightly. Breathe out, be still, and come down to center. Just observing this sensation in this place. One more breath. This exploration. Breathe in, come up, and then come down to your back. Round your spine, tuck your chin. Carefully release. So you build your core strength every time you do that. And slide in your heels. Pick up your feet. Straighten up your legs. I'm just going to try to match what we were doing seated on our backs. So to any degree, bring in your legs. Hips lift up if it feels good. So coming towards Malasana or upside down, forward fold. Still a forward fold. Mindful your head is centered, back of the skull. If you'd like to bring your feet to the floor, then you can release your arms and interlace your fingers. Fourth breath. And from wherever you are working, bring your spine down. Carefully bring your feet down to the earth. Figure 4 position, right leg up. Activate, so we brighten that leg and foot as we reach, and then turn to the side. That protects your knee as you come and rest. Lots of ways of working here. So less intensity, foot goes away. More intensity, draw in the legs. Work precisely with your body. So I'm going to bring my foot in slightly closer, and then that's enough for me. But you can pick it up and bring it in if you like. And begin to just acknowledge the restfulness of resting your spine down in the earth. Relax, enjoy your breathing. Let the breaths be nice, slow and deep ones. Maybe 2 more, so you have time to feel complete. And carefully undoing these actions Other side, lift up. So it's like you're pushing the ball of your foot towards the sky. Activate your foot and leg. You can see your muscles working. Then bend your knee to the side, hip to the side, rest. Draw in or not. Second side. Your practice. Two more slow breaths. And release down. Inhale up to bridge with your arms overhead. Just one time, yin style, just a little, like you can't really do this yin, but moon style, just keep it light. Once more, just enough effort to hold yourself here. Come on down, breathe out. Bring in your knees. If you'd like to come on the inside of your feet today and catch the root of your big toes with your fingers, that's the K1 Earth Energy point. And then rest in happy baby pose. Just trying to do some movement here. Just let yourself release. Always mindful of the neck and head being centered. We want that center line of energy to have nice flow. Twice more. On this last breath, just check in and see if you found a little more space while you were resting there. And then release. Taking our yin pose today as a lying down twist. So we're going to stay in the lie down twist for a nice bit of time. And so I welcome you to take any variation that you feel is positive for your body. If you'd like to add any props, like a pillow or blanket between your knees. So it can be one knee across or both. You could do the wrapped up legs. And you can always back out if you've done something that you can't hold for a few minutes. So I'm going to add a little cushion between my knees. It would be fine to cushion your head. And you just let the arms open wide. Ask your body to be soft in the position today, totally non-striving. Release all muscular effort. Allowing the energy to be awakened in the body. Your head might turn away from your knees. Your eyes may relax or soften them to half mast. Let stillness have a positive effect on you. Be patient with yourself if it challenges you at times. Use the tools you have. Notice grounding. Notice breathing. Try to relax your mind and not attach to thoughts. It's fine to release any emotions that might come up. Acknowledge the emotions. And now letting go of that side, have a little bit of time just to change the shape. Pause in the middle, and there's an opportunity here for anything spontaneous that you'd like to do. Going into your second side, perhaps accommodating your hips or your spine with a different variation, and that's okay. Just something similar is a good idea. Just to have balance in the body. Give yourself support with props. Even if you don't need the support, just let it be as comfortable as possible. Spread the arms wide so you're spread open across your heart, and let your head turn away. And soften everything. You're not stuck. You can change if you need to adjust anything, or if your body just wants to change the shape, that's okay. Perhaps noticing where you feel energy in your body. We awaken a lot of energy in our hands with our practice. You might feel kind of electricity in their stillness. So just a little longer on the side, breathing a few more times, staying still. And gently and slowly release from that side back to center. Pause for a moment, your own pause, whatever it is. And let's take Supta Baddha Konasana for a minute to bring the feet together, pick them up, catch your ankles or wrap around your feet and widen your knees. Bound ankle pose. The binding is the catching our hands around the ankles or feet. Take one more breath. And then keep this nice length in the low back as you straighten your legs out one at a time. Cover, put your socks on if you need them, if you haven't done that already. Support yourself with props above and below that bring you calmness, comfort. And rest. Release all doing. Letting our practice rest into our tissues. Resting with a feeling of harmony, balance, feel gravity holding you to the center of the earth. Your body might take a deeper breath from time to time or swallow. And just let those natural things come to be, come to pass. Experiencing the interconnectedness of everything in your body, the miracle of your body, composed of many miracles. With eyes that can see the moon, and brain to know what it is. Nothing possible without the sun. Having gratitude. Feel the breath move through your body. Swallow. Point your toes, stretch the tops of your feet, reach your arms up overhead, and gently arch your spine. Relax, draw in your limbs. Come to seated on the side or rocking up. Finishing with a little moon breath. Why not use your favorite blanket for yoga? So the Chandra, Pradhana, Pranayama is breathing from the left side to the right. You can do it without your hands, or you can add the hands. So softly close your right channel. Breathe the left side in. Right side out. Repeating that about 10 times. Very light with the tissue of your nose. A calming and cooling breath. Once more. Be with that quality for a moment. You can weave your fingers into that gesture of new beginnings. Swallow to release your throat. Release your hands. Inhale, draw energy out to the sky. And exhale, bring it down to the earth. Return to that conversation between your head and your heart. Adding gratitude. Breathe in deeply. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. If you have questions or requests, always feel free to let me know. I'll build a practice around any question you have for me. And remember that you can use those tools, those grounding techniques anytime. Many of them are